So we're back up here, and it looks like something fishy is going on.
Well, look who's back. So tell me, what did you find out?
You didn't have anybody spying on me to find out yourself?
Inside the Syndicate? That area's off limits, and I think we both know why. Imogene knew exactly what she was doing when she went there.
You'll have to ask Dalton after my report.
I had a feeling you'd say that. Enjoy your time with Dalton. It'll all trickle back to me sooner or later.
I'm gonna go confront, what's her name, first. We'll save it. Just in case something goes badly.
My career will be over if this deal falls through.
Keep out of my way, and I'll keep out of yours.
Is there something I can help you with?
I'm here to give you a chance to come clean before I tell Dalton you're the mole.
Excuse me? Let me close this door before you say anything else you might regret. Just a moment. Shutting the door and engaging locks. That's better. And that's quite the story you just threw in my face. Not to mention a serious accusation. And just where is this absurd notion coming from?
Are we really going to play this game? Just admit you're the mole.
Is this a game? I wasn't aware.
Come on. It's such an elaborate plot. Aren't you dying to let someone in on it?
It is a horrible thing when such well-made plans can't be shared.
Quit stalling.
I'm not sure you'll get anywhere with that forceful tone.
You're only delaying the inevitable.
That would only be the case if your accusation held any merit. Looks like someone's been brushing up on their corporate skills. Fine. Since it's just you and me here, I'll come clean. I leaked Project Dominion to Infinity Ltd. But I'm no mole.
If not a mole, what are you, a double agent?
Please. It's insulting that you think I'd actually be working for someone other than Ryujin or myself.
I knew only someone at the top could leak Project Dominion.
With the amount of secrecy and security surrounding that project, I'm happy to report that's true. You see, I'm not a mole. I'm an opportunist. And no one is more loyal to Ryujin than I am. Masako, on the other hand, is losing her touch. Ryujin needs strong leadership for what lies ahead. A CEO who can make the hard decisions.
What do you mean by hard decisions?
What do you think? If someone was a threat to your family, would you be satisfied waiting for them to strike? Of course not. You'd eliminate the threat before it had a chance to act. In some cases, before it even realized what it was capable of.
You're so loyal, why did you leak Project Dominion to Infinity?
It's all part of my plan. But don't worry. Infinity Ltd. will never be able to complete Vina's work. I made sure of that.
If this is all about Masako, why frame Imogene?
It was never my intent to involve Imogene. But when you arrived with information on Project Dominion, I knew Infinity had screwed up. I had no choice but to act fast. Imogene is the only one that Dalton and the others would believe was capable of pulling this off. It had to be her.
Masako wouldn't be a CEO without being able to make hard decisions.
Back then, hard decisions were all about screwing people over and white-collar crime. Today, they're more about ensuring success, by any means necessary. So, now that you know, it's time to see how good you are at making hard decisions. With your help, I can take down Masako and make the credits worth your while. So whose side are you on? Masako's or Ryujin's?
Well, I don't care. The Masako side is Ryujin's side, and that's the side I'm on.
Well, it seems we're at an impasse now.
I'm handing you over to Dalton. You can answer to Masako yourself.
Go ahead. I guarantee any evidence you have is circumstantial at best. I've created the perfect scapegoat in Imogene. It'd be your word against mine, and I'm pretty sure the odds are in my favor.
Well, believe what you want. You won't get away with this.
We'll see about that.
Don't wander into any restricted areas.
This could be the most important meeting of my career.
You're back. And Imogene?
Laura played you all. Imogene's innocent.
I suppose you suddenly have all the facts now. This explanation better be good. I'm a mind to fire you just for that comment.
This can prove Imogene's innocent, and Alara herself confessed.
I find it hard to believe Ularu would take the chance to incriminate herself. But if this slate provides indisputable evidence to corroborate your story, well, that's enough proof for me. It will be a relief to reinstate Imogene as well. Now, I need to undertake the laborious task of writing up a report to summarize all of this. In the meantime, Masako has requested your presence in R&D. She wants you to meet her in Vinakara's office.
Any idea what you want to talk about?
Masako's been focusing on how to deal with Infinity Ltd. And their knowledge of Project Dominion. I believe her plans rely heavily on you.
Head over there.
Once I've examined this evidence, I may need your help in moving forward. And not a word about this to anyone. I'll present what I have to the board once I've completed a full report.
Alright,
Don't wander
the
into
plot
any
thickens.
restricted areas.
Go find Masaku. Alright. See how much the plot is thickened.
I've got my eye on you.
I need that Boceifus if we want to complete the neuroamp.
I'm just concerned the entire station was wiped out by... something.
Don't worry, we'll figure it out and get that shipment back.
I hope
Good,
what you...
you're here. It's time to put a plan in motion to take full control of this situation with Infinity Ltd.
Ready to do whatever's needed.
In due time. We don't know to what extent Infinity has taken the current neuroamp schematics, so our top priority is completing our own. Let me introduce you to Vina Kalra, Head of Research and Development. She'll give you the initial details.
Yes, details. You see, the internal neuroamp is supposed to consist of two parts. The first part, the part Infinity stole, handles the manipulative effects. The second part is a shielding modification designed to protect the user against other neuroamp users.
How can you be sure the mold didn't steal information on the shielding mod?
Well, we can't, but the shielding aspect was never officially a part of Project Dominion. It was an afterthought of how to safeguard our own people from being manipulated, so it was being researched separately as a mod. The research itself was in early stages, too early for board approval, so only myself, DeMarcus, and Masako know about it.
While keeping the shielding mod to ourselves would be a huge advantage.
Big time. We'd be the only ones unaffected.
No one wants their greatest asset used against them. Once Vina can complete the internal neuroamp and shielding mod, the plan is to outfit you with both and have you infiltrate Infinity Ltd. We can't risk the assignment until we know your mind has the necessary protection.
Oh. No way. I like my brain the way it is.
As long as you work for us, you don't have a choice. I'm sure I don't have to remind you where the door is if you're not capable of handling this task.
You really don't have anything to worry about. The procedure is simple and safe. It's just a matter of getting the right materials. The final kink in both designs was finding compatible materials to use for conductivity that the human body wouldn't reject. I've finally created the perfect alloy, but it requires a newly discovered refined element called rothosite.
Which is where I come in. We have a confidential contract with Consolidated Mining to gather, refine, and ship the rothosite straight to us. Their last shipment is late, and neither we nor Consolidated Mining have had any communication with the Carinae station.
Let me guess. It's unlikely this is a communications issue.
Correct. The updates have been regular up until now. Last we heard, the shipment was ahead of schedule.
We need you to head out there, secure the shipment, and bring it back here so Vina can complete her prototype. And I want to know what happened. We need to take any safety measures to make sure this doesn't happen again.
I'll find out.
The mining station is CM Station RC-1. It's on a moon called Carinae 3A in the Carinae system. The shipment should be in the research and control tower, but the outside doors are kept locked down. This keycard will let you enter the mines so you can access the tower from the inside. Good luck.
Right, so maybe we're finally getting some action. Alright, we'll head there next. Alright, so we're at the mining site. Find out what happened. Probably a terramorph. Oh. Look big.
Targeted sights. Time to finish this.
There's a door to this place. This is stupid. probably run past it 3 different times. Something like this. Come on, Green Hawk. Look at it right there.
All clear.
What was he doing? The AI, even with that mod I have, is just so stupid. Magazines around. Eat bread for recipes. Work cooking. Apparently the food becomes worth it when you work your cooking skill. Card's worth a lot. I use 2. Foot stomping going on. He's not standing up. But you did. No gravity, I guess. Amadon or something down here.
Exercising caution. Hostile exposed.
Why do these guys, to me, sound so much like Cerberus? No.
Secure. Initiating
hitting pretty hard. Oh, wait. If I'm not doing UC missions, I think I got some good ecliptic spacesuits here. Advanced. Oh, well, that's... I'm just going to leave my UC suit on. Those eclipse spacesuits suck. They're good for money. Save it just in case. What in the world?
Secure the area. Line them up.
I'm already overweight. You know, representative secured the shipment. We expect it to be ready and waiting by the time they arrive. You heard reports the shipment is late. So much for that bonus. We'll be sending out a representative your way to update and evaluate. That's great news, RC1. Perhaps we'll get lucky and Ryujin will toss in a bonus for early delivery. Anyone in the Carinae system, this is consolidated mining. You were under attack by hostiles and required immediate emergency assistance. What you doing? To the clinic.
Injured. Opening fire.
No mercy. Read the contract. To the clinic in the Narian system. All right, we're gonna head to the clinic. All right, we are at the clinic.
Ship is now docked. Perfect. Didn't even smudge the paint.
Got anything you need to offload? Trade Authority's always buying. Kiosk right here for you.
No matter how much we learn, we're only just barely staying ahead of the curve.
I'll take care of that in a minute. Well, off camera. I'm not in too much danger of being overweight on my ship yet. Being over mass.
Cool spacesuit. This area's off limits. Authorized personnel only.
I really need to get in there.
Yeah, I bet you do.
What's the harm if you help me?
No, I can't. Sorry.
There's no reason for us to have a problem, is there?
I hear you.
No, we're getting somewhere.
I'm still willing to talk.
I know you have to keep some people out. I admire someone who respects rules.
Finally, someone who gets it. Fine, I'll issue you an access card. Infinity better get it together.
Sean, I don't want to go over this again. I'm tired, all right? Just not today.
You can't be okay with this, though, right? You took an oath, and I'd say this is a firm violation.
Look, you got that shipment. Although who knows what Faye expects.
Hey, who let you in here? This is a restricted area.
Infinity Ltd sent me so I could personally update them on your progress.
In that case, you'll want to speak to Dr. Lane.
I'm not ruining my career over this. Excuse me, but this is a restricted area. You need to leave.
I'm here for a mandatory security update. I need to run an update on your computer.
Your timing could be better. A little warning next time. I'll just take a moment to check up on my patient.
Personal. Return to Ryujin. Okay, we're back at R&D. You're still standing in the same places.
Hey there. Good to see you again.
Hey there. Is that my beautiful shipment? You were right about this one, Masako.
Always get the job done.
So I've heard. Now, I shall excuse myself and get to work on finalizing this prototype.
I hope
So,
I'm keeping you busy.
what did you learn about CM Station RC-1?
Infinity hired ecliptic mercenaries to obtain the shipment.
Lucas must be desperate if he hired them to collect the Rothicite. Were there any survivors?
None, but I made sure Ecliptic paid in blood.
Good. I may not condone murder, but I refuse to have sympathy for indiscriminate killers like Ecliptic, especially after massacring innocents working for us. Now, I also had a report that you were spotted at the clinic. I take it you traced the shipment there?
Yes. LT Infinity was has a private contract at the clinic for a secure wing.
I figured it was related. And were you able to determine the purpose of this secure wing?
Infinity was killing people trying to get their internal neuroamp to work.
Human trials? Without even completing his product? Ugh, Lucas must be insane. I'll make sure Yuko's team extracts every bit of information they can from the clinic's database on this. Between hiring Ecliptic and unauthorized human trials, we have enough to take Lucas down for good. And with the Rothicite secure, it's almost time for us to make our move.
Infinity's research is dead in the water without that Rothicite.
Exactly. Without the Rothicite, their research comes to a halt. Head up to the executive floor and speak to Dalton. He has an update for you on the mole's identity. I've called a meeting, and I expect you to attend. It's time to put the final plan in motion.
It's good to see you again.
Alright, we'll head up there. Alright, on our way to talk to dude here. Oh.
Good. You're right on time. I reevaluated all the evidence. It took every resource I had, but the final answer is clear. Ularu is the mole.
That Imogene was innocent.
Yes. You made the right call. I've briefed Masako and discussed her plans on handling this. While we both agree Ularu is guilty, We need irrefutable evidence before presenting this to the board. For now, we lead everyone to believe that Imogene was the mole, and the situation was dealt with.
Like they should just fire.
I agree. But others may see the decision as irrational without adequate proof. Masako has tasked Ularu with writing the program to bring down Infinity Ltd. We believe she'll take the chance to incriminate Masako within the program, so this could provide the evidence we're looking for. You will be tasked with the assignment to infiltrate Infinity, so before you go, I want you to bring that program to me.
I'll make sure you get that program. We'll let Ularu take herself down.
I can't imagine a more satisfying ending. Now, let's attend a meeting. We called you all together to discuss a recent security breach. We discovered a mole within the company who leaked vital information about Project Dominion to Infinity Ltd.
You've got to be kidding me.
Just don't tell me it's Vina. I think we've all noticed she's not here.
Before you speculate any further, no, it's not Vina. The guilty party is Imogene Salzo, much to my disappointment. Our operative here obtained the evidence to confirm it.
I was able to find and confront Imogene about the situation.
Dalton, how does something like this happen?
Imogene is highly trained. Ularu can even speak to that. We demand the best. So that's the threat we deal with.
I may have well-trained operatives, but security is your responsibility, Dalton. This is a huge failing on your part.
I accept the responsibility, but let's not forget, the mole has already been exposed and dealt with.
Of course, thanks to another of my operatives.
Maybe somebody should be keeping better tabs on their employees.
I know you're not insinuating that this is my fault.
Imogene's been dealt with, so bickering is pointless. All I care about is reacquiring our property and what this might be costing us financially.
Vina is completing the internal neuroamp prototype as we speak. Our operative will receive the implant, infiltrate Infinity Ltd, and obtain any and all research. I have it on good authority. The experimentations they've done to replicate the missing pieces of our work have resulted in fatalities.
Let's not forget Infinity hired mercenaries that killed all personnel at CM Station RC-1.
Botched human trials and murder for hire? You don't bounce back from that. At least not with Infinity's legal team.
If I may make a suggestion, we should give this evidence to David at SSNN. It's the best neutral method of releasing this information to the general public.
That'd make my job easier.
David it is, then.
Masako, the internal neuroamp is ready if you want to send down the candidate.
I hope you're ready for this.
Hardly, but it's not like I have much of a choice.
You always have a choice. You just have to decide which set of consequences you prefer to live with. Vina will be waiting for you in the NeuroAmp division in R&D. Once you're done, meet me in my office. Be ready to discuss the details of your next assignment.
So much work to do.
Heading down to get implanted.
Double check those measurements are right. Anesthesia always makes me nervous.
Warning. This unit is not suited for addressing mental health concerns.
Hey there. Ah, here's my lucky candidate. I hope you're ready to embark on one amazing journey.
Yeah, just don't fry my brain.
Oh, don't worry. That's not on the agenda. Now, just a few details before we begin. Obviously, we'll be putting you under. I'll be making a small incision in the back of your skull where the internal neuroamp will be fitted. The whole procedure should only take 3 to 4 hours with little to no downtime afterwards, provided DeMarcus got everything entered correctly.
Did I not just say I quadruple-checked the numbers?
You know I'm just giving you a hard time. Besides, I've got to make sure my patient is reassured.
Right, because joking around before surgery is always reassuring.
You're gonna be fine. All I'm saying is that you're in good hands. Now, just lie down on the table once you're ready, and we should be good to go.
Warning. This unit does not possess advanced surgical capabilities.
All right, let's get this party started. Well, well, look who's finally up. The operation was a success, obviously. Once you're able to refocus, let me know how you're doing. So, how are you feeling? You look good?
I feel fine. Everything seems to be the same.
That's exactly what we want. Just a couple quick notes before using the internal neuroamp. First, you can only influence one person at a time. And second, the effect is temporary, so be prepared if you use it in a combat situation.
Your tech sounds like it could still use some work.
Well, my tech is only a prototype. This is just the beginning. Now, let's test this sucker out. DeMarcus has graciously volunteered for science, he says.
All right.
That's the spirit. DeMarcus loves being hands-on and experiencing things on his own. It's probably why he's the second most published scientist here, after me. Just head up the stairs nearby to the observation deck.
I am not permitted to perform medical practices without human oversight.
Press F to open your scanner and target the person you want to manipulate. Press E developing up your social skills. Got it now. Is it going to take them to open that door? Heck, why ain't he opening the door? This is... Okay. Well, it took a minute to figure out.
Oh my god, that was incredible. What was it like?
Wow. How to describe it? 1 minute I was excited about seeing how the experiment would go. The next, I had a brief moment of disorientation and figured I must have lost my train of thought. It felt eerily natural. And yes, I admit it, just as you predicted.
I knew it, I knew it, I knew it! I can hardly wait to finish
Orsh.
writing up my latest dissertation. And you owe me 100 creds.
I'll be keeping myself under constant surveillance now. I'm curious if any other side effects may manifest.
So, tell me all about it. How did it feel? Any side effects?
Didn't feel like anything at all to me.
Yes! Good. Hear that, DeMarcus? That's 2 for 2 now.
I heard.
Of course.
It really was fascinating how all I experienced was a moment of disorientation. It's truly remarkable tech.
I'd never be comfortable with someone else's puppet.
Maybe that's the beauty of it. You'd never know. Besides, the neuroamp isn't total control. If a subject's morals or beliefs in something are strong enough, we still see points of failure. That being said, it's been interesting to discover the actions our subjects sanction in their own minds.
Okay. As much as I'd love to go over the details and potential of this amazing piece of technology I created, Masako wants to see you. It sounds like you have an assignment to complete, and DeMarcus and I have a lot of notes to record.
Didn't Vina say Masako wants to see you?
Good, you're here. I wasn't
What
sure
you
how
got to
accurate
say?
Vina's promise of no downtime was going to be.
Let's just hope her promise of no brain damage holds true as well.
Now that you've been outfitted with the internal neuroamp, it's time to put that tech to work. We're sending you into Infinity Ltd. Lucas Drexler is about to learn exactly why you don't steal from Ryujin Industries.
Well, I need a more detailed.
All right. Yuko has provided a layout of Infinity Ltd. You have 2 options for this assignment. We'll be providing you with the means for both. Option A, you gain entry through their maintenance access on the roof. Option B, we give you an assigned identity and arrange a meeting for you.
Would I really be attending this meeting?
Of course not. The meeting is just a legitimate way in. Once inside, you'll be led to a waiting room where your host will be running late. That's your opportunity to make your way to either the executive floor or R&D.
I'll figure it out when I get there.
As long as you're prepared when the time comes. Now, depending on your preference, you'll either find yourself in the maintenance hallway or the marketing department. From there, you have 3 targets. First, you have Lucas Drexler's computer, located in his office on the executive floor. Second is Faye Sengsavan's computer, in research and development. And third, you need to obtain the prototype they are working on, also in R&D.
As you can see, you've several floors to traverse, so I hope you're prepared for an adventure.
Or you cannot get with that identity you're arranging for me.
You'll only have free range on the marketing floor. Infinity may be cheap, but they know at least some level of security is needed in this business.
I can handle it.
That's what we're counting on. Now, I had Ularu create a program that you need to run on both Lucas and Faye's computers. I'll let her explain the details.
You see, once we expose Infinity Ltd., all of their data is going to come under intense scrutiny. We only want the public to know about their mercenary hires and unauthorized human trials, but Project Dominion needs to remain confidential. I've created an overseer program that will gather all the evidence we need, and at the same time delete anything relating to Ryujin and the internal neuroamp.
Good. I'll make sure the job gets done.
Please do. I hate to think we're putting our faith in the wrong operative. Now, we don't want to mess on this one. A body count will only distract from what we're trying to accomplish here. Simon Ryujin provided some useful info on how to evacuate civilians from the building. I'm sure you remember him from Sidonia. Infinity's maintenance crew is understaffed. It's only a matter of time before pressure gauges go unchecked and they have a massive issue on their hands. Once that pressure becomes too much, every floor in the building is going to suffer from gas leaks, setting off an automated alarm to evacuate the building. Simon was able to get a passcode for you to access their system's computer, so you can force the heating system to fail.
The less people in the building, the better.
My thoughts exactly. We're also issuing you an operative suit. It should help reduce their ability to detect you. These suits are typically reserved for the senior ranks, but we want to reduce as much risk as possible.
Suit or not, they'll never know us.
And that's what we're hoping for. If you can pull this off, even I'll be impressed.
Once you've run the Overseer program and obtained the prototype, your final step is to deliver the slate to David Barron at the SSNN field office. If he asks questions, feel free to give him just enough information to pique his interest, but no mention of Ryujin or who you are. SSNN is used to anonymous tips. They'll do whatever verifications they deem necessary on their own to confirm the story.
It'll be a corporate story of the decade.
It certainly will, and we'll have front row seats. So, any final questions before you go?
Nope.
Good luck, and be sure to report directly back to me when you return.
Here's Simon's passcode, your operative suit, the Overseer program, and your cover identity. Your cover ID card is encoded with roof entry and elevator access. So that's your ticket in, either way. Don't screw this up. Skylar Lumen?
I've got my eye on you.
I'm very much looking forward to your return.
Oops. He's still waiting.
Do you have the program?
Here, do what you need to do.
With pleasure. So, let's take a look. Aha. The decryptions hit a snag. There's definitely something here. This is exactly what we needed. According to this code, Ularu intended to plant false evidence that would show Masako was working with Lucas. The moment you launched the Overseer program, a series of fabricated communication files would have been uploaded to the Infinity LTD network. One of them even frames Masako for encouraging Lucas to push for early human trials. I'm going to copy the necessary files off this slate and issue you a new one. I want to keep this one intact, so Ularu can't dispute it. All right. Now, we finally have the evidence we need to prove Ularu's guilt.
Good. I told her, Laru, she wasn't going to get away with it.
I admire your confidence. Let's hope she remembers those words. Without that falsified evidence, Ularu is in for a big surprise. I fully expect she'll be eagerly awaiting SSNN's broadcast, anticipating Masako to be accused alongside Lucas Drexler. Here's the new slate with the revised Overseer program. Let's get this assignment finished the right way.
We're heading to New Atlantis.